Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Tackles.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
In your face.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, man, watch the boot. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Davis now to return it. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Tighten up. Check 26. We're going to 53.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd down, Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
check.
We're going to 54. Why here?
Hey, run three.
We're going to 53.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go, go. 55. Shut up.
Throwing is Jackson. Yeah, that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. SOS.
Then we're going to 53.
Check safety. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here we go, 46.
Hey, check 24. Check hot route. Hot.
Check 26.
Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Power running by Zeke.
Hey, switch gears.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big run that time by Elliott. 61 yards.
Watch twist.
Here we go, 488. Here we go, going to 54. 188. 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ryan Kerrigan. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility.
Now Guy stripped. He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch tight end.
Here we go, 47.
Got 4 down, 4 down. Oh, 83, 83.
Switch it, hey.
Mike 20.
So we got like 47.
There we go, Mike 20. Tap.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Slam. No.
Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill. Check 3. There we go. Kill. Kill. There we go. Going to 53. Kill. Turn up. Shit. Switch. Hey, watch it. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Undercrush.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here I come again. We're going to 54. Why here? Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Under 10. 26.
This is Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Pick up the ball. Check 26. Check 26. Check your hot read. Watch the eye. Rush in. We're going to 53. Say 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Mostert. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Thompson, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. 4 yards on the pickup.
Again, a run with Thompson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Eli Harrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, alert 3. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Gun. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up. It's great.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
I'm trying to collect. Let's go.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a run with Geis. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Let's go. Mike, 53. We're going to 54. I'm coming. Check 3. Then we're going to 53. He's coming.
Now Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
There we go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's a party now.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
56. Mike, 6 right there, 56.
Check. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer. Go.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action now. Haskins looking for his tight end, Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, baby, all day.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this one complete to Reed. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Again, Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
56. Mike. Right there. 56.
Right here. Mike, 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas